Good morning, everybody. This is Stevie Breach coming to you. I wanted to make a video about my Wrestlemania 29 weekend. Although that I did not head out to New York and New Jersey, I did have one hell of a time and put up some really good videos on YouTube for the YWC to enjoy. Me and Yaya, we took the year off. We sort of left Assault and Battery 777, good old Ravi, to head on out there by himself, but he was joined by a whole bunch of people out there who made videos. I really did miss not seeing a lot of them, but I don't even really want to say it was last minute. I was approached by a freaking A88 who asked if he could head on up to my house and we could have some fun for the weekend, just to be able to watch the show and do some other activities. I was actually laying in bed, messing around with my phone, looking at Twitter, looking at Facebook one night, and anybody who's ever sent me a text message, I am honestly the worst person to answer text messages. You will send me a text, and I will randomly text you back 2 days later. That is just the honest truth. If you send me something on Twitter, I will answer you back normally within a minute. Why this is, I have no idea. But either call me or Twitter me, and you'll get back to me texting. Otherwise, I don't know. But apparently, Yaya had sent me a text like 2 days before, and I just hadn't checked it. And he sent me a text message at this time, and I was laying in there, and I had my hand on my phone, so I saw it. And it was basically him just asking if he could come up here for a Mania weekend. I was laying there, rolled over, showed the phone to my wife, and she said, yeah, she would really like to have Yaya come up here, and that it would be cool for us to hang out. Getting the time off from work was really no big deal. So basically, all in all, Mania weekend kicked off with my last day at work on a Thursday. I went to work, gave my 8 hours, clocked out at 8 o'clock. I was able to head over to none other than Noah Donish's house from NoDQ.com and WrestlePoop.com. Was met there by Mike Nagel and Aaron Rift from NoDQ. We did a WrestleMania panel where we went over the WrestleMania card, gave out predictions and the futures. That honestly was a lot of fun. I've sent a lot of videos over to NoDQ.com that they've been able to put up and post, but it was the first video of theirs that I've ever really been sort of featured in. And it was kind of fun to read all the comments on there because over here on my channel, for the most part, I get a lot of good comments, but I do get some douchebaggery on there. NoDQ gets, stuff, everybody that watches wrestling videos subscribes to them, and not everybody who likes me got to see me on the video, so I got some comments that I thought were honestly pretty funny. The troll comments to me have always made me really laugh. If you want to see the best comments about me ever, check out the 2 LeBron James videos. I know Luke Cage 29 and Zach, WWE Punk fan 19, have laughed about those for a long, long time. I'd like to bring those up, but they don't really hurt me or affect me at all. It just sort of, it is what it is. Not everybody in the world's going to like you. But I went over there. We did that. The next morning I woke up. I had to pick up Yaya at the airport, I believe, at like 10:30 or so. I was having trouble with my car the night before and the morning of. Basically, I thought it was the starter. But I was able to get the car started, drive out to the airport, and pick him up. We came back here, but on the way here, we dropped the car off at the shop because we had a day, the next day, where we were driving to San Francisco, and if we didn't get the car started in the morning, I knew we were fucked, so I wanted them to basically look at it. They looked at the car, ended up not being the starter, just being that the battery connectors, whatever the hell they're called, were dirty, so they cleaned those up for me. I felt like an idiot when Yaya said you could have just poured a can of Coke over them, and basically would have done the same damn thing, and it wouldn't cost me $50, but I'm not the best automotive guy in the world, so basically anything that ever happens with the truck, I just take it up to the shop and they take care of me. They were able to look at the car and get it spit out in about an hour, so thank you to those guys. From there, we went and picked up the car and we headed on over to the world famous Squeeze Inn, which is basically just a real popular hamburger joint that is here in Sacramento, basically right down the street from where my house is, really close to where Delay Pat lives, but he wasn't able to make the trip up. He was still at work. If you don't know what the Squeeze In is, basically it's been featured on the that food show, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. The guy with the Fieri guy that was on there has been on Jay Leno, the Tonight Show, and when he's been on there, he was asked what his favorite burger was, and it was said the burger to squeeze in. So we basically went there. Backstory to back this, a lot of us guys in the clique, me, Ravi, and Miguel, Jim and I, we have a rolling chat on our phone. And one basically night it turned into a health chat because we weren't talking about wrestling and everybody was talking about how much we were trying to get into shape with going to the gym and running and eating better food and stuff like that. But my biggest thing right now is trying to kick my rock star habit. Yaya's trying to eat better and run and stuff like that. But basically, we ordered 2 half-pound cheeseburgers. And you got to see the video because the squeeze-in burgers are just freaking huge. And the cheese that they pour on it melts out. They call it a cheese skirt. And it is awesome. From there, we went to go see the Sacramento Kings play at Arco Arena. I felt sort of bad for him because Arco Arena was like one of the best crowds, maybe even 10 or 12 years ago. And since the team sucks, the team has died down. We went on a Friday night, so the attendance was sort of up. I say the building was probably about 3/4 full, but nobody honestly really cared about the game. It was cool to see Dirk Nowitzki play, even though he didn't really play a big deal in the game. When we were sitting there for the pregame warm-ups, I guess WWE had left some stuff behind when they were there. We really thought it was really cool that they pumped up Wrestlemania, letting everybody know to order it on Sunday. And one row in the arena actually got WrestleMania 28 on Blu-ray. We were really hoping we would win it, even though both of us already owned it. But we were mainly really trying to get on the big screen is the big thing. Yeah, I wore his Kings of Wrestling shirt. I wore my customized jersey. We made fun of my buddy at work, who got a Douglas jersey, which is a number 0, which is the bench player on the Kings. Every time he touched the ball, I brought up the quote of why he bought the jersey, and the guy just hustles. That made a good thing for the night. But from there, we just basically came home and did a whole lot of nothing. Next morning, we had to wake up early. We woke up at 6 o'clock to leave at 6:30 to drive to San Francisco for the day. It was Buster Posey Day at the Giants Stadium, AT&T Park. They were handing out bobbleheads, and we were advised by everybody that we had to get there really, really early. So we got there. We immediately went to the McDonald's to go to the bathroom, get some sausage biscuits, and then just sit there and wait in line. Got a little scary as we were waiting in line. It started to rain on us a little bit, but honestly, once we got inside, once it got close to game day, or game time, I guess, the clouds just miraculously broke, and it was a beautiful day in San Francisco. A whole lot of sun. The Giants did lose, but we got to see home runs from Posey almost hit one, Hunter Pence hit one, and Panda hit one, I'm pretty sure. But a damn good day. I felt bad for Yaya that he didn't get to see his Giants win, but it was the first time he'd been in the park in 9 years. And all in all, we had a real fun day. From there, we drove home. We ate dinner at Mountain Mike's Pizza. We watched PWG. We watched 7. It was the first time watching a PWG event in full. Chris Hero versus Davey Richards was an awesome match. Guerrilla Warfare was really, really good. That was a ton of fun to be able to watch it with him. He'd bought the DVD for me at a sale months ahead of time, but he had said that he didn't give it to me because he wanted to watch it with me in person. I had a lot of questions about what was going on, why they didn't show entrances, but all in all, I had a fun experience watching PWG for the first time. And I'm sort of glad the first thing I bought from them wasn't what I've been looking to buy is the Best of El Generico from PWG. And it was an actual show, so I don't want to say that I'm connected and I'm a good fan, but at least I have watched my real first show, and it is still my dream to head to Reseda, California to see a live PWG show. And if anybody could tweet PWG and ask that please, 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 they run a show the day before SummerSlam on August 17th, it would be greatly appreciated. Official PWG, I believe, is their Twitter account. From there, we did basically nothing. We woke up the next day. We had to run out to the mall a few days beforehand. We ran by the Art and Fair Mall, so that way Miguel could go to the Raider Image, which is just basically a store that sells nothing but Raider t-shirts, pennants, hats, everything you can need. That is Raiders. Had a good wrestling conversation with the guy in there because he liked my Survivor Series shirt and he didn't want to talk about the Raiders at all because he just basically said he has no expectations for the upcoming year. He just knows they're going to be bad. Yeah, he had bought a World Series jersey for Buster Posey, but one thing led to another. He's just real picky about his jerseys. He chose to return it, so we turned it back. We picked up Zach at his house, came over to my house, and we proceeded to watch the show. Funny thing is that, honestly, the whole time I was planning having this thing, I was really, really nervous. I have not ordered a pay-per-view from my cable provider in a long time, and I had a large gap where I wasn't a cable subscriber. I just got my cable turned on the week before, so I was like wondering if they're even going to let me get it because it was $70. And I didn't know if I had any credit with them, so I had called and asked if I could pre-order. And they said it wouldn't be a big deal. They said, don't worry about it, just order the show and have fun. I came down. We're watching the pre-show, which is just basically a large roundabout, they just are running the vignettes over and over and over again, the videos for every match, hoping that, you get enough, into it that you order the show and you watch it. So I press the button. It says, order the show. They say, yes. $70. I said, yeah, no big deal. Press the button again. Right after I press the button, on the screen it says, thank you for your order. And then that pre-show that was running just cuts out. Black screen. And I'm like, fuck me. I am getting screwed. Yeah, he has flown on an airplane all day and hung out with me all week just basically to watch WrestleMania. Zach, I promised he can come over to my house and he's going to watch WrestleMania. And I'm letting him down. Plus, I got my little cousins come over to my house. I got 3 little guys, and they're more pumped up to watch the show, honestly, than we are. They've been calling me and texting me, every day to make sure they can still come over, and it's no big deal. Basically, so I call up good old AT&T U-verse, and I'm giving him the business on the phone. I don't know what it was. Basically, I don't know if it just rang my bell that it wasn't somebody who knew what I was talking about on the phone, but basically I started just using all-out Mark wrestling terminology on the guy. I can't really remember everything that really happened, but as he assured me to order that the show had been ordered and that everything was going to go off without a hitch and not to leave and go somewhere else to watch the show, he said that it would work. I asked him if he was willing to put his career on the line, much like Triple H at WrestleMania tonight. I know at another point he asked me to change it to another channel to see if the other channel was working and the pay-per-view would work on that channel. And when I flipped it over there, the ad was for TNA's Lockdown. I guess to order the rewind of the show if you weren't able to see it yet, because the lockdown was 2 weeks ago. I was really sort of surprised that they still had it where you were able to watch it, especially for the full price of the show. But I immediately went and told him that TNA wasn't worth the money, this, that, and the other, but said maybe if Yaya makes a video on this, he can fill you in on more of the stuff, because honestly that wasn't it. I was using terminology about wrestling the whole damn time. We watched the show. Highlight of the show, honestly, for me, was when Mark Henry was coming in, and we were doing the they were doing the intro. He sang his song as if he didn't want to say ass whipped. I don't know if that he just didn't know the words or if that's what somebody told him they were. He says somebody's grilling up some tri-tip and I thought that was really good. We watched the show. We all marked out. We went to Hooters after the show, dropped Zach off in the morning. We had an early morning where we had to take Yaya to the airport, dropped him off, said our sorry goodbyes, and we went back to work. And that was it. Hey, buddy, you're back. Hey, tell the world of YouTube what it was like having Yaya at our house. Did you like Yaya?
Yeah.
You wish he comes back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got anything to say except yeah?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Who won WrestleMania?
I don't know.
Say John Cena.
John Cena.
When you say Cena, what do you say now?
John.
It's yeah, Cena baby.
Cena baby.
Yeah, give him one of these. Yeah, peace out, baby.